Jack, you can go in the garage, man. Alright, what I want to show you now, um, when you're painting up a helmet, like, you gotta understand one thing, like, you're fighting entropy, you're fighting combat, like, really, don't worry too much about being perfect. Um, Something to really pay attention to if you want to try to keep it as nice as you can. One of the places you're going to get lots of pooling is around any of the rivets. Like that's where you're going to get puddles. That's where you're going to get lots of runs. Paint likes to collect around anything round. That's where you're going to get lots of drip lines. So usually, I think one of the tricks that I've picked up doing this is, anything, well, patience is one thing, is, don't get in a big hurry when you're doing this. The paint's going to just, dry on you. The paint in the can isn't going to dry out on you. So just take your time, apply even coats, go slow. And I like to use a big old brush for most of the surface. And this is like after I've done most of the helmet. So it looks like I've loaded up my brush with a lot of paint. And I usually don't load up my brush with a whole lot of paint. I dip the tip in and then brush on just a little bit and try to go as far as I can with just a little bit of paint on my brush. That's a 2-inch angle brush. I don't really know that much about paint brushes, so I don't know if that's the right brush to be using on this helmet. There seems to be paint from the can on the helmet, so it seems that it worked. So it's not rocket surgery. So it worked. I I did the bar grill with painter's tape. I anticipate there being some green paint on that bar grill when I take that painter's tape off, and that's okay because I'm gonna, you see that the bar grill is black, and you can see that, the texture that's left over from the automotive primer, on, you know, on the bar grill. That's fine. I'm going to paint the bar grill with this same Ace Rust Off, which I think is just the Ace brand Rust-Oleum. Um, I'm going to paint that matte black. I just have that on there so that, just to keep it on there as nice as I can so that you don't have big, bulky wads of paint on your bar grill, on my buddy's bar grill. So that is eventually all going to get painted black with a layer of the rust stop black from the. I could leave the primer black, but then he's going to be running around with automotive primer black, and I don't want to do that to my buddy. So I'm going to have him with some nice primer or nice Rust-Oleum black on there, which will stand up to some hits better than just the primer black will. So, it's okay that there's a little bit of green on there. If I'll be pleasantly surprised if it doesn't run through the painter's tape, because I am terrible, terrible, terrible at painter's tape. Maybe this time will be the time that I do it right. Any students in my Google Meet yet? Nope. All right. So, I'm going to go around with my smaller paintbrush and see if I can rub out any of the drips and runs. I think some of this might just be from the texture of the metal, which is cool. So the smaller paintbrush, you know, is for these areas closer, of course, closer to the bar grill that would be more difficult to get to with the larger paintbrush, you know. Things that I wouldn't think about initially that probably every other person painting a helmet or doing artistic stuff would think about their first time out. But, you know, fighters don't think about these things. Maybe other people would, but I didn't. And, you know, I know if I didn't think about it, there's a fighter out there that also didn't think about it. So there you go. Mostly a helmet for 6 minutes and Roland talking about it. Have a great day. The second video uploaded to Bog Turtle Custom Leather's YouTube page about painting a helmet. Maybe eventually we'll talk about some leather stuff. Maybe. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your mama. Learn you up some stuff.